Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to discuss the Xbox showcase that was just announced today. We are finally getting to see how the new marketing deal for Black Ops, or I should say Call of Duty, is going to be with Xbox at the helm again. As many of you know, Sony took over the marketing rights to Call of Duty back in 2015. I believe the first game they marketed was Black Ops 3. And the last one Microsoft did, or Xbox, keep on saying Microsoft, they're pretty much hand in hand now, Microsoft, Xbox ecosystem. But they pretty much, the last one they done was Advanced Warfare back in 2014 was the last time a Call of Duty game was on their stage. So this is going to be very interesting. And of course, we already know it's going to be Black Ops 5 is the game. As you can see right here, I'll show you right here. People have pretty much dissected this. I already knew it right as soon as she's, I'll show you here in a second. But they talk about redacting stuff, and right here, redacted. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, it's Black Ops. That's been synonymous with that. But yeah, so Activision, we kind of tell this is Activision, this is Black Ops 5. So, and of course, this is Cerberus. So we pretty much dissected that pretty fast. That's going to be Black Ops 5 at the developer direct. And as we know, as far as exclusive content in the game is now done, according to Phil Spencer and Xbox. We'll see. But if it is truly done, many people have been bringing up on Twitter, or well, now it's known as X, that Microsoft could go a different route when it comes to exclusivity for this Call of Duty game. They could have a controller, for example, a Call of Duty controller. They could have a customized Xbox system. Many people are already saying that the game will be day and date on Game Pass, which is a huge win for Microsoft. So that's going to be a big deal because you're going to have a lot of people not wanting to pay the $100, over on Sony's side, and they're going to say, well, if I can just pay $17 a month for this, I can buy the operator pack for like $30. There you go. Plus, I get 500 plus games on top of just Call of Duty games. So it's a pretty big win, I think, if it happens. We'll see what happens. But as you can see right here, Xbox, of course, announced it on their X channel right here. The showcase is happening June 9th. This time of year, everybody's pretty hyped because of E3 and everything. Of course, we know E3 has been dissolved. No longer has the E3. But it looks like Xbox is still keeping that, cheerful attitude when it comes this time of year. Everybody was very, this time of year, gamers. This is for gamers this time of the year, pretty much, especially June time frame when it comes to getting hyped for the showcases or whatnot. Don't know if Sony's going to have one. Don't know if Nintendo's going to have one. Hopefully they do. That way we can see all of what they're bringing to the pot in the next probably year or two. Obviously we know. Let's see here. Let me go over here. So here's Phil Spencer. This is Phil Spencer talking about it. He reposted it, and he also mentioned it right here. Of course, he's talking about the, redacted. Pretty obvious, but yeah, it's going to be Black Ops 5. So he's talking about it, and then you have Sarah Bond, of course. She's the president of Xbox. She also mentioned it as well. So here we go. We're going to see what they have to offer. We're going to see if they have any new games. Right now, we know they got a lot of big games in development. Hellblade 2, of course, is launching this month. Big game. Avowed, Indiana Jones, possibly Forza Horizon 6. Forza Horizon 6, people don't know, or Forza Horizon series, they don't know. Typically, Microsoft or Xbox will announce that at their showcase, and then it comes out a good 5 to 6 months after they announce it. This Forza Horizon series has never been a game they announce way in advance. They announce it, comes out 5 months later. So who knows? Maybe. Of course, you have Stalker 2 as well, which is a third-party game, which is going to be exclusive to Game Pass. I believe it comes out in September or December. I'm not sure how long the exclusivity deal is. I don't know if it's 3 months, 6 months, a year. Don't know yet. We'll find out. Of course, when the game comes out. And then, of course, you have this big one, Call of Duty Black Ops 5. This is the first Call of Duty game. It's got 4-year development time. They're starting that development cycle. I believe Sledgehammer has now been moved more to a DLC production. I expect this game to be, the big games for this year. and then Sledgehammer will make a DLC pack, maybe expansion on the single player in 2025, and then of course Infinity Ward will then have their 4 years, so they'll start their big game, most likely Modern Warfare 4, which will be in I would say 2026. So that'll have their forward development cycle, because Infinity Ward's last game they made was Modern Warfare 2 back in 2022. So they'll have their forward development cycle. We know that this new Call of Duty game is going to be made, or the multiplayer and the zombies mode is being made by Treyarch, and the single player mode is being made by Raven Software. So that's a very interesting bit right there. Obviously, with 4 years development, people are probably going to be wanting a little bit more than a 5 to 6 hour campaign. I'm guessing maybe 10. We'll see how that works out. Most people buy Call of Duty though for the multiplayer, the zombies, and Warzone. And of course, Warzone is free, but the skin and stuff like that. So we'll see how it ends up. I'm really excited though to see Call of Duty back with Xbox. Of course, Xbox had been promoting it, or they've pretty much been the marketing for Call of Duty. A little bit of history here, but they were the marketing people for Call of Duty from Call of Duty 2, which came out in 2005 for the Xbox 360, until Advanced Warfare, which was 2014. Sony took over in 2015 with Black Ops 3, and then of course the last one is going to be this Modern Warfare 3 game just launched. All the exclusive content that's in game is gone. No more, 15% more XP if you buy the PlayStation version. No more modes for a year. No more early access to the beta, which a lot of people also are speculating the beta for this game is going to be possibly 2 weeks after the announcement. That would be amazing, because then you may have a beta in June, you have a beta in July, and then you have a beta possibly in August, maybe even September. Who knows? I mean, the longer the beta, the more information they can get, the better they can make the multiplayer, balance the multiplayer out for us when the package comes out in November. So those exclusive content deals, operators, all that's all gone, according to Xbox. Phil Spencer, I'm just the messenger. So if it doesn't happen, go throw the flames over there. But that's what we've been told. So it's very interesting to see how it's going to be. And like some people were saying, they can go the other route with a custom controller, a custom system. Xbox can make exclusive stuff other ways, like that way. Of course, Game Pass day one, that would be huge. So we'll see how that wraps up. How the marketing, how they push this game. I mean, it's a big game. It's typically the biggest game of the year. And Treyarch is one of those, the last Treyarch game was Call of Duty Cold War. A lot of people liked the game. A lot of people enjoyed the game. They thought the single player was a little bit too short, but the single player was really good. So we'll see how that works out. We'll see what games they bring to the showcase. Xbox has said in the past, at least Phil Spencer has said, they'd like to show games that are going to be out in that year sphere, which would be June 2024 till June 2025, maybe half a year more, right? So about a year and a half. So they should have some new content to show us, some new gameplay to show us, possibly State of Decay 3, possibly Fable. Who knows? Maybe a new Doom game. I don't know if we're going to see anything about Elder Scrolls 6. That's kind of pushing a little bit. I think that game is probably 2027, maybe 2026, 2027. So it's about 3 years away, possibly, maybe 2028. I mean, that game's a little bit out. We know Fallout 5 is going to be the next game to do after that. But there are a lot of games in there that they have in the pipeline, so we'll have to see. Gears 6 is another game people are anticipating. Or Gears of War 6, I mean. So we'll have to see what happens. I'm very interested in this showcase. Right now it's the only one that we know about in terms of the dates. So hopefully there's some more coming down. EA has one, maybe Ubisoft, Sony, Nintendo, etc., etc. So but anyway, guys, that's pretty much the end of this video. If you enjoy it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. You can also leave your thoughts and everything in the comments section. And that's it. So you guys have a blessed day, and keep gaming. Peace.